Hello guys and girls, boom, welcome back. Are you up for a £500 £2 coin hunt? Yeah! Okay, we've got tug on the box scissors. I'll show you around the bag first. And while I'm doing that, let you know that we've got a special guest today. Ooh, we have indeed, yeah. Dad's going to join me because he's been helping me out here and there, finding coins. Let me just tip that down and get that down, that's it. Otherwise I'll cut all the bags, so it looks like it's jammed in there, look, in the seal. Dad's been helping me with the coins, but he's here for a couple of days, so we said, right, well, do you want to join in the hunt? And he said yes, he'd love to. So say hello, Dad. Yeah. Say hello, Dad.
Hello, Dad.
I knew you'd say that. Oh, here we go. I knew there was one stuck on the bag. Right, let's get rid of the rubbish. Okay, we'll leave that for the cleaner. I'm just going to take you in a bit. You know the plastic box is behind, so there's no room for anything else to be there. We've got, as usual, Master Temple's gong. Give it a quick rub for luck. Thank you, Master Temple, for the gong. And to Purple Fairy for P. Rub his belly for luck. And stand him on the gong. Okay, we'll get straight into it. And there we are. Let me just get rid of that under the table. That's out the way. You know what we're looking for. In the book, we're still looking for the Mary Rose, Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, and we're looking for the Roundel for the London Underground. Okay, I'll check for rotation errors, etc. afterwards. But we're going to ask you a couple of questions, Dad, about about the aircraft that you were working on. And I was intrigued last week when you told me about we're just going to do an edge roll so that people can see what's on the edge inscription. Tell me about 101 Squadron.
That's the first helicopter squadron.
The first helicopter for the Fleet Air Arm?
For the Fleet Air Arm.
Mm.
That was in HMS Siskin in Gosport, Hampshire. And we were on that squadron for a few months, and we used to service that and get it flying. And it was the first one that the cable lift for air sea rescue, and we loved that, and that was my first naval air station that I was on.
Do you know roughly what year that was? Because you joined the Navy at 17, didn't you?
Yes, I joined in 1949, and it must have been about 1951. 50-51.
About 50-51?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And what was your job? What were you actually doing on the...
Aircraft electrician. Used to do all the electrical servicing.
I see. So when they're in hangars in between flights and
between
duties,
flights,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take so many aircraft, and so many of us used to service the aircraft. When they've been flying for a few hours, they come back, and they have to have a before flight. All the aircraft have a before flight inspection.
Understand that.
Before
Yeah.
they actually fly.
Yeah.
So we do that, and that was part of our training.
Yes. You didn't start off as an aircraft electrician, though, did you? When you joined the Navy?
Not in Civvy Street, no, that was in Navy. Civvy Street, I was a wood machinist.
That's right, you were doing an apprenticeship as a wood machinist.
Yeah.
But didn't you join the Navy as a radio operator?
No.
No?
No.
Wasn't in communications, and then you changed over as an electrician to...
No.
No? All right. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to show everybody this edge inscription to see if there's an error on it. Can you see it? I can't see it very well. It should say, what a piece of work is a man. And if it says for king and country, we'll be jumping in the air, Dad, but I don't think it is. I think it's what a piece of work is a man, and that is Shakespeare's tragedies, The Mask. Okay. Righty-ho. Let's move on to the next aircraft that you worked on then. And I know that you called the 101 the Dragonfly, didn't you?
Yeah.
In the 101 squadron, you called that helicopter. And what was it actually called?
It was a Sikorsky 55.
Yeah.
And it was named the Dragonfly.
Ah, that was the nickname, the Dragonfly. Yeah, there we are. There's Dickens. That's it. And what about the Fireflies? Did you work on those at the same place, or was that at a different air station?
They were on different air stations because we picked the air stations we were stationed on, and we get the aircraft on on each station you can get them over 2 or 3 times different.
Sorry to interrupt, Dad. Sorry to interrupt, but we've got a spanker. We've got an absolute cracker. We have got a Commonwealth Games here. I was so busy listening. Can I get my glass out of there? Look, there's a little tiny black glass there. I think somewhere. Is it in there? A little eyeglass. Can you see one? No. There we are. Is it behind there? Got it? No, little round. Here it is. I've got it, Dad. Look, jeweller's one. I can't move that out of the camera. We've got the eyeglass. I'm just going to check which one it is, guys and girls. And it's Wales. It's Commonwealth Games Wales. Let's have a close look. There we are. Now that's a rare find, Dad. That's an absolute cracker. and it's a keeper. Let me just empty my hand now to get that out of the way. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right.
If I get a Northern Ireland, I might scream. Okay, so the first aircraft, after the Dragonfly, was the Fairy Fireflies and things.
I can't tell you the years for the
No,
actual
that's all right.
stations we were on, because we've been on so many.
Yes.
After 8 years, we've been on various ones.
From one end of the country to the other, because you went up to Elgin, didn't you? You went up to Lossiemouth.
Lossiemouth.
Yes. Yeah. Close by. Yes, I remember, because Mr. T went up to Elgin when he was in the Sea Cadets, I think. Yeah, there we are.
He could have been on to the RAF then if he was at Elgin.
No, he didn't belong. No, Bill was just in the Sea Cadets. He was just a Sea Cadets. Yeah. No, Mr. T. We're not allowed to call him by name. That's all right. I dub it out. Don't worry. We don't give away any questions. Yeah, you can't give away any details. There we are. There's Marconi's first radio waves across the Atlantic. Hey, there we are. That's why we can all talk to each other around the world. We're just picking up a device. Oh, and there's a DNA double helix. Oh my word, this is turning out to be... You're my lucky charm now, Dan. You're going to have to be on all the hunts. Right, let me... Oh, where did that go? There it is. I can't see very well. Now, I'm going to... There we are. Let Dad have a couple of bags and have a go. So bear with, guys and girls, while we swap over. Do you want to sit in the chair, Dad, and have a go?
No, I ain't going to talk on that. I'm down to make it. That's so far.
This, guys and girls, is exactly what happened when we were children and Dad had his tape-to-tape reel. Do you remember that? And you used to tape us as kids, and we used to all shut up when he turned the microphone on, didn't we? Oh dear. Okay, I'll carry on. Alrighty. And that's one for the book that we need. We need one for the book, and you found it. Look. That's a London Underground roundel. We need that one for the book. Well done. You are my lucky charm. Oh dear. And that is an absolute cracker of a 2015. My word, that's straight off the hot off the press. Look at that one. So we need that one for the book. That's a keeper. That can go with the Commonwealth Games. There we are. Oh dear. There we are. That's it. Sure about that one. Looks a bit grey. Oh, and we've got a Trilithic steam engine. There we are. First steam engine.
2015.
Yeah, but a nice condition. But it's not a keeper. It's very common. And this is the 1999 Rugby World Cup. There we are. That's quite a common one. High mintage. There we are. Sorry, guys and girls. Give me a moment. I've just got to do that thing we all try not to do, or get a tissue. There we are. Wow. Wow. We've got one for the book. Hey? That is very good. That's very... well, I didn't expect anything, so that is good. And to find that Commonwealth Games Wales is absolutely cracking. That is the best find so far. Ooh. Wobbling away. That one got away. There we go. Okay, there we are. So I think there's how many? Let's have a look. See if I can gather on here. 63. I've got 63 on my list. Like £2 coins that you can actually find in a hunt. They include the Britannias. Ooh, another nice condition one. I just got to pull it away from the camera so I can see. Just can see if there's a twiddle on. No. There we are. So, okay, so we got past the fairy fly flies, did we? I got so carried away with that roundel as well. There we are. Okay. So what else did you work on? What other aircrafts, Dad?
Rocky Mouth was the Sea Vampire.
Yeah.
That was a single jet, twin boom at the back,
Right.
tails.
Yeah. Some people watching this will actually know exactly what you're talking about, but I mean I've got a clue, but I'm not completely au fait with it. Yeah.
I forget what the squadron number was for there. So many years ago.
Yeah, that's all right. You don't
I
have to
don't
remember that.
remember.
Yeah. I'll remind you if you like.
I was up there, and I forget where I came down from there. When I came down to Leon Solomon,
Yeah.
HMS, forget what it was now.
Daedalus, Siskin,
Daedalus, yeah. But,
Daedalus, Siskin, Sultan.
I came down there to receive my British Empire medal.
I can see the piece in the paper. I remember that was that was in the 50s, wasn't it?
52.
Yeah. That's it. That's a nice condition one again. Look at that.
53. It was on my 21st birthday.
21st birthday. Wow.
Just 3 days before.
Yeah, before I was born. Yeah. I'm distracted now. I'm too busy thinking about those things and thinking about the newspaper cuttings and things. Tell me about the explosion then that led to the British Empire Medal. And the explosion was on board HMS
Indomitable.
That's right, yeah.
And we were going into Grand Harbour at Malta.
You were going in, you're on your way in?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And we had a fuel leak in what was called the forward keyboard flap. And there was an engineer trying to stem the flow of fuel when there was an explosion there on the fuel leak.
Yeah, that was a very serious incident though, wasn't it? Because there were lives lost.
As far as I can remember, there was 3 killed and so many injured.
Yeah.
Because then we were in Grand Harbour. Once we made things safe, we had to turn tail and run out from Grand Harbour out into the Med.
Yeah.
To get us away from the other ships and dock work.
Yeah, in case
there was an explosion.
It triggered something else. That's right. We've already got one of these. There we are. That's Isambard Kingdom, Brunel, the portrait. Yeah.
And there was only more surprise for me when I was down in Getwich shore station I was on then.
Yeah.
But I had a letter telling me I'd been awarded the British Empire Medal. And the wife knew about it after I'd got it.
Yeah.
She didn't know about it until after.
Yeah.
Because I said, didn't you hear about it? She said, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Because she hadn't heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah, because don't say any names though, don't give Mum's name out.
no. And then quite a few months later, after I'd been awarded it,
yeah,
I had to go to Leon Solent to the officer commanding, I think it was the officer commanding the squadron out in the fleet.
we've got spillage. It's all right, don't worry.
I've got to jog my memory now.
No, that's all right. Commander of the fleet. Don't say his name if you know his name. You're not allowed to give out any names. But the actual commander of the fleet gave you the medal. Is that right? Because the Queen was out of the country at the time, wasn't she? The late Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes.
Sadly, she was out of the country and wasn't able to give you the medal.
Yes, she went to Australia.
She was on tour.
I had a letter from her saying, she's the apologises for not being able to award it, but she was touring Australia.
Ah, there we are. So that was a bit, you missed out there a little bit. But hey, there we are. Nice to be recognised. So what did you actually do when the fuel leak was happening? Because obviously the explosion was the thing that...
Well, I was off duty with in the
No
workshop.
names, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with my duty for the officer.
yeah,
And when the explosion happened, and it was a fuel danger state throughout the ship,
yeah,
fuel tanks leaking.
yeah.
So,
So that comes across basically as an alert. The alarm
As
goes
an
off
alert.
and then you get a speaker message,
Yep.
yeah.
So the petty officer and I went down, and what we had to do was secure all the hatches, for closing the hatches to stop the fuel and the fumes from spreading around the ship.
Yeah,
So we went round there and shut all those down, and even though we were off duty, and that's why we were awarded the...
well, everybody goes on to a high alert, so everybody has to, don't matter what they're doing, don't they?
Yeah.
And what did you do? What was it? What was the actual thing you did when you went? You were in the engine room, weren't you, or down that way?
We did like the forward keyboard flat.
The forward means
forward keyboard
that
flat.
means forward. Keyboard flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
Any naval personnel will probably know what this is.
Yeah.
But then what we had to do was to shut all the hatches,
Yeah. Batten down the hatches.
batten down the hatches
Yeah.
in the floor and the doorways going through the hatches to what they call the Burma Tunnel, which is a tunnel that runs the length of the ship on the side of the ship
Yeah.
with various doors in place.
Yeah.
And we had to make sure those doors were shut to stop the fumes and the fuel from spreading throughout the ship,
Oh.
to reduce the amount of the explosion, if anything.
Yeah.
Which in itself was dangerous because we were shutting ourselves in virtually.
Yes. Yeah.
But,
Which you think at the time, I mean, you don't think about it, you just jump into action. But when you think about it, it's a really dangerous thing. But on the other hand, you're stopping the oxygen getting into that room by battening the hatches, aren't you?
well, yeah,
A little bit like, other tragedies that we've heard of where, doors are locked or whatever to stop, and windows are closed automatically because of the draft. Yeah.
yeah. Well, the air conditioning systems were bringing in fresh air
Yes.
into the compartments down below. But once you shut the doors off,
Yeah.
it won't spread.
That's right, exactly. As I say, stop the oxygen to the fire. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Sorry, I've got a couple of tragedies here. And these are the Shakespeare tragedies. What a piece of work is a man is the edge inscription. We're looking for an actual error coin here. Just a couple of bags to go then. So you're in the engine room and the doors are battened down the hatches.
Not the engine room.
Sorry, the forward,
Forward,
something flat. Remember. I'm thinking about tragedies here. I know yours was in a way, but you know what I mean for some people. Sorry, a little bit of confusion going on here.
But then a few days later,
Yeah.
after we'd settled down, we had to put our best suits on and go down and visit the captain in
Yes.
his quarters down
Yeah.
the decks,
Yeah.
which is like a palace.
Oh, I bet.
Absolutely like
A bit like Nelson's ship on his where he.
better than that.
Yeah, I bet.
And had a chat with the captain,
Yeah.
who congratulated us, shook our hands, and
Yeah.
and that was him that put us forward for our medals.
Ah. I'm just doing an edge inscription roll so that people watching can see if there's any clues around the edges, because the edge inscriptions will tell us if there's anything in there to look out for. So. Oh, Charles Dickens, born in Portsmouth, of course. And where is he? Charlie boy, down there. Okay, and then we just got one more bag to go. So we're going to do a wrap up, Dad. I'm pleased to, or 2 bags to go, sorry. I'm pleased to add a little chat on here because we now have on record some of the things that you've done, and that was the object of the exercise. Because
Well, it's difficult to think back after so many years.
yeah, well, you know, my memory is absolutely rubbish, as everybody well knows on here. But I mean, you're a lot older than I am.
I mean, the actual explosion, I think, was in 1953.
Yeah.
February was my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a job to think back.
Yeah,
Only
because it
certain
is.
things
Yeah.
come to mind.
Yeah. I have trouble remembering what happened yesterday or what the coins are I'm looking for, but
Yeah.
hey. But anyway, last bag, guys and girls. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed Dad's little chat. And sorry we didn't have longer, but as you know, there's Marconi's radio waves across the Atlantic. As you know, I have trouble uploading at the moment. The signal here isn't as good as where we were before. I'm assuming it's the signal. Oh, don't like the look of that one. Yeah, Dad, there's one for you.
And I have a job getting my brain to work after all these years.
Yeah, yeah. Well, mine's mush after.
Memory's
after
not like it used to be.
No, mine neither. There we are, guys and girls. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next one. Take care until then. Bye bye.